Hi, everybody. Today is Tuesday, April 6th. We just got done with our spring recess, or as I like to call it, the holiday formerly known as Easter. So this is an all-class meeting in order to get you started on the next part. I really want to let you know that I'm behind in my grading, and I will get caught up in the extremely near future, so I apologize for that. But in the meantime, let's take a look at our individual classes so that we can take a look at what's in store for you this week. All right, so first of all, for those of you in fluid dynamics, I have just opened up the material for the second half of the final exam, and that would be chapters 7, 8, and 9. So chapter 7 is due April 16th, the vodcasts and the homework and the textbook are available. Chapter 8 is due April 30th, and once again, everything is available. Then in chapter 9, I'm going to hide these two, the chapter 9 vodcast 25 and 26. All that you really need to do here is to watch 25 alt and 26 alt, and we just cover a tiny, tiny little bit of chapter 9. So we only have a few days to do that. It's actually going to be due on May 3rd. So we just have a couple of days, but like I said, it's not very much of the chapter at all. So that gets us through the homework up through May 3rd. And then our final exam has to be completed by May 7th. And that's the same for all of my classes. I will put up some times that will be available that we can proctor via Zoom or face-to-face. So I'll get those put up within the next little bit here. Okay, the next class that I want to talk about then is Mechanics of Materials. And we have completed up through chapter 6. And the next section that I just opened up is combined loads with using Moore's circle and stress blocks. Now, right here is a handout for you. In other words, this section on combined loads, Moore's circle, and stress blocks does not contain any pages from the book. You'll just use this handout and then watch the lectures and then submit the homework, which is also at the end of this handout. Okay, have some other material as well. Now I haven't opened up the last section, which is going to be chapter 11, but I'll do that and I'll open up the final. The final will be the same, but for now, you're good to go through April 16th. And once again, I will get caught up on my grading. Now for my static students, we have everything is open, and we had a little change in the order of things. So after midterm, I generally do chapters 5 and 9. So I've left those open, but I realized that it might be better and more appropriate for the math level of the students to do chapters 6, 7, and 8 first. So I have due dates for 6, 7, and 8. And if you will hand those in, if you're doing 5 and 9 first, don't worry about it, but just keep working on the chapter so that we have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 finished by the end of the semester. Now, there's going to be a quiz over chapters 6, 7, and 8, and I have not posted that yet for statics, but I'll get it posted very soon. So after we go through those courses, the next one is engineering surveying and also practical surveying. Now, I haven't posted anything new because I had posted segment 7, which is not due until April 23rd here on the webpage. So we're good to go until April 23rd. The big thing to remember is this Friday, April 9th, we're going to have a face-to-face lab day. We're going to work with the total station instrument. So it's a really important lab day. I'll post some lab exercises, but we're going to cover 3 lab exercises and use that piece of equipment, and it's pretty exciting. That means that we have our last face-to-face lab is going to be with our guest surveyor and NWC alum, Zane Flowers, and that will be on Friday, April 30th. It's just a couple of hours. So this Friday, April 9th, is our last big lab day, and then segment 7 on GPS will be covering, and that will be due on April 23rd. All right, so continuing on, We've got fluids. We need to take a peek at thermodynamics. Once again, we're winding up the information on thermo. Scrolling down here, we've gotten through the midterm, and then we have done chapter 5 and chapter 6, which was due right before Easter. I have the quizzes open, and I think most of you have taken this, and I'll grade these very soon. But then we also have chapter 7 material, and chapter 7 homework will be due no later than midnight on April 16th. Then the last topic that we will cover is chapter 8. So I'll open this up within the next week or so that you'll know what's to follow. And then similarly, in each of these classes, we'll have a final exam, and more within a couple of weeks, I'll post the times that we're going to be doing, that you'll have available to you to do the final exam. I'll have those up on the website, and I'll also send them in a message like this to you so that you can choose your time. So I believe I have covered everything. We've covered thermal, surveying, both engineering and practical, statics, mechanics and materials, fluid dynamics, and the rest of these are not current classes or class that I'm taking. So we should be good to go. All right, so having said that, just let me know if you have any questions or problems, and we'll take care of that. But in the meantime, just keep working ahead. When you have questions, let me know. We'll take care of them right away, and I'll look forward to hearing from you. Have a great week.